So I started my arrangement of Hotline Bling by Drake, and I figured out what chord progression that I'm going to use based on some videos that I heard online. So the first chord that I'm going to use is a C major chord, and you play that by putting this here on the 3rd fret. That's the C major chord. And then another chord I'm going to use is the A minor chord, and you put it on the 2nd fret of this 1st string up here. And then that's the A minor chord. And then I'm also going to use the E minor chord, and you use it by doing a diagonal fret pattern like that. And those are the 3 chords that I'm going to be using in the song. So then for my introduction, I was thinking maybe I'd arpeggiate these chords to kind of give an introduction of what it's going to sound like, rather than just going straight into the song. So I'm going to start with the C major chord and go an A minor, and then I can do E minor. So after that little introduction, here's how the piece is going to sound with some of the block chords. You used to call me on my cell phone, late night when you need my love. Call me on your cell phone, late night when you need my love. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. 'Cause ever since I left the city, you got a reputation for yourself now. Everybody knows and I feel left out. Girl, you got me down, you got me stressed out. Ever since I left the city, you started wearing less and going out more. Glasses of champagne out on the dance floor, playing with some girls I never seen before. You used to call me on my cell phone, late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone, late night when you need my love. I love when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. So since I decided to use those 3 chords, C major, A minor, and E minor, I now need to decide what different strumming patterns I'm going to use, because I've seen some videos online and some of the strum patterns are very like extravagant, so I'm trying to figure out what kind of sound that I'm trying to go for with that still. And then I've been learning about the ukulele that it is harder for me to press down on my frets, so my E minor chord doesn't always sound perfect, so I need to work on pushing down on the frets harder and leaving space so that the strings can vibrate. And so that's something I still need to work on because it's a challenge for me. And then also it would probably help if my nails were a little shorter too. And then I'm also going to go back and figure out how I'm going to create a melody out of the chords that I'm using so that it goes along with the text and the chords, so that the final product is more cohesive. Another thing I'm going to do to make the song more interesting is create more variations in the melody. I feel like I'm singing it very like boring and static right now. And since I'm turning it more into a ballad rather than the hip-hop song that has the beat, it needs to be more interesting or it's going to get boring over time. So I'm going to spend more time looking up videos of people and how they harmonize with this song, and maybe like what different instruments I could add underneath it if I wanted to add something else to give it some more character. Another thing I want to look into is seeing if there are any more chords that I can add in to add more to the harmonic structure of the song, so that it's not repeating the same thing over and over again, and to create another level of challenge while arranging this piece. In the next coming weeks, I hope to be able to look up more videos online, maybe not just ones of ukulele, but ones of vocal arrangements or instrumental arrangements, and hopefully that'll be able to help me to add more variations, more chords, more harmonies, and more melodic interest in my song before I turn it in for the final project.